All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
My name is Sebastian.
Mr. 21.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's a Saturday night. We were talking about it for a long time. It
Sunday
finally
morning, legally Sunday morning.
Yeah. He woke up like a champ, dude.
Did he really? Nothing?
Nothing. Didn't even look like he had a headache
Lord.
or nothing.
Yeah, because I saw you double fisting a couple of times, but you didn't go full throttle, I felt.
I went full throttle once I hit those blue drinks, and that's what
Those would be called adios, mother.
that's what sent it over the edge.
What did it?
Yeah, I mean, the tequila that you brought me, the 2 shots were good. That was like perfect pregame for showing up to the casino, and then
The only problem was that you had pre-gamed the pregame.
yeah, I
And
drank
you
a lot
only took
before
2
that, too.
shots.
Yeah, but 2 shots is more than I've ever done of anything.
Really?
Yeah. For me to just do it like that, that's how good that tequila is. Because
Yeah.
the only time I ever shot tequila was after my 21st birthday. But there was one where you couldn't do it straight like that. You needed the lemon and salt.
Yeah, because that's
shit.
that
janky.
Jose Cuervo cheap. But again, like we said before, that's what you're supposed to drink at that age.
Yeah.
Because that's what you could afford.
Right. That's it. That's the starting off
Well, I
point.
can afford what was given to me. Thanks, Tony. It was good.
That wasn't necessarily. I mean, it was kind of top shelf, but it's not the top shelf.
Oh, okay. It's up there, though.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
And it was recommended to me because, again, like I said, when I take a shot, I can't take that burn anymore. It's like it'll get stuck halfway down,
Oof.
and I got to figure out which way is gonna exit, back up or
There
back
you go.
down.
Or force it all the way
Well,
through.
ever since that high school story at Maurice's house, took me a long time before I drank tequila again. I finally started drinking. I could drink Don Julio, the silver, but it had to be cold. And no lemon, no lime, no salt. Nada. Let's go. You know what I mean? I can't. And what was the other one? The that one that I got from work that one time.
Centenario?
Centenario. That's good too. It's a decent brand. But there's one out there. I'm gonna get it for us one time. It's called Chamucos, and it's got a little demon on the bottle, like a little chupacabra looking thing.
Right? Really?
Yeah, and it's got no burn. It's got very light taste. But man, that shit hits you running, boy.
We got when my son graduated high school. Shoot, was it high school party? Or when he got accepted to go to college? It was something. It was a party for him for something. We got those 1942 bottles.
Oh yeah,
they're real tall, skinny, nice looking bottels. Those are real nice.
Yeah,
that doesn't burn either. But you're paying for that on that one.
Yeah. I went to, there was a place when I lived up north that me and a buddy of mine went to, and I was making decent money, so I was like, fuck it, let's get a good shot of tequila. Let's get some sipping tequila. Like,
you mean get a bottle, or you were
just a shot, dude,
at a bar or something?
Yeah,
you probably paid for the whole bottle. Huh?
Shit, like $150 a shot, dude.
Dang.
I believe it.
And it was like they called it like blood tequila or some shit, and I was like, what? Yeah, dude, it was a trip. I'm getting a call from Johnson's of Palm Springs, so they're trying to sell me a Milo's ring. Hold on, you mind if I take this guy real quick?
Of course.
Go for it.
Hello.
Packet in the mail. We have not yet received your order.
I don't think this is legal.
What?
I don't think you can record phone calls in California. So I think if we talk loud enough...
I'm not recording it.
Oh.
If they were live, I have to tell them that I'm putting them on. I can't just record them. But if it's a recording, I can record it.
Oh, okay.
Are you even paying attention to the call?
Oh, don't call that number. We're going to have to wipe that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about his cap and gown. We haven't ordered it yet, so... Dang, everybody called my ex-wife calling me about it just like 20 minutes ago. Now the school's calling me. Shit.
So he
All
graduates
these
this
women need
year?
to get
They
off my
want
back.
money.
He need to get a job and buy his own shit. I'm done. So what was your favorite drink of the night? Because you had
Shit.
whiskey.
Let me stop you right there. I liked the tequila. No, that wasn't my favorite. It was really good, though. Trust me.
You're not hurting my feelings, kid. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I got to throw it out there. You never know.
I'll tell you what, if you don't like it, I'll take the bottle back.
I'm keeping. It's in the freezer. It's in the freezer.
The family liked it, Tony. We cool. Shit.
It's in the freezer.
So you had whiskey, you had bourbon.
Yeah, we started with Gentleman Jack, then we had Bullet Bourbon, then the tequila shots, and then the rum and cokes.
You had 2 of those, right?
I had 3 of those.
3 rum and cokes?
Yeah. Then I had the pineapple and Malibu.
Right.
And then I had...
a sip of a mojito.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the 2
Adios,
Adioses.
motherfuckers. And I remember
Yeah, but how many... I had that shot of Gentleman's Jack, and then there were like 3 rum and cokes after that.
Yeah.
And then... Or Jack and Cokes, and then there were the bourbon and cokes, and then...
Yeah, at one point he said, "Dad," he said, "I can't really feel my legs."
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was at the
Good for
casino.
you.
That was after the first Adios. I took the first sip and I was like, this is going to be dangerous.
He wanted to sit down and play at the casino, and I was like, "All right, well, let's go sit down and let's sit at one of the machines with the small screens," because I didn't want all the motion
Right,
of the
right.
wheels like to fuck with him. I didn't know how, but he did good, dude. Walked out. He kind of walking on
I
his
stumbled
own. But he
out.
was still a little, a little off kilter. But
It felt like I was on a boat.
And how'd you like gambling? Do you
Well,
remember
okay,
it?
so here's how it went. I went in, I didn't want to play anything more than like $20 just to say that I gambled.
Right.
But I went to sit down and my aunt put in $25 into the machine, and that instantly turned into 55. So I was like, okay, I'm done with this machine. So I went to another one, and then I put in 10 there, and that turned into like $30. So I'm done with this one. So then I put in 20 in another one and won 40 off of that.
Damn.
Yeah. So then
That's
I
how you
stopped.
get
So then I stopped.
That's how they get you.
I stopped at that one, and then I went to go play another one, and that one I wasn't winning anything, so I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm
He's
good.
like-
I stopped.
The next morning, he was like, "Hey, Dad, let's take a shot and go to the casino."
I didn't say that shit.
Like, come on, you only win that $100 once, man. You put back 400 before you get another 100 back.
My old lady dropped $3 on a machine and got like a little over 200.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, damn.
You're gonna know how to play. I dropped like 100. I dropped 100 that night, and I came home with nothing, nada. And then Sebastian almost had himself she wasn't a tiger, she wasn't a
Oh,
cougar.
Jesus, stop it.
She was.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, you didn't see her?
Not
Oh,
that
I happen to have a
remember.
picture.
Really? Maybe I did see her.
So she's talking to my aunt, and I see it out of the corner of my eye, but then I hear birthday, and I'm like, fuck. She's going to send that little old lady over to me. So I see her walking over, and it's the typical little, old lady walk.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got done wrong.
Yeah. I did.
And then there was a point where we were sitting there, and we
Oh, yeah.
my mom.
It's
wanted
called
like
liquid courage for a reason. Fuck
right?
you.
My mom wanted like a family picture, right? So we were there, and that pretty girl that was walking around. You can't agree with me, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, you talking about my wife right now?
Nice one. Yes, yeah, her too. The girl that was dressed like Beetlejuice, right? She came around and she was grabbing some glasses.
Okay, the one that worked there.
Yeah, the one that worked there. And we were like, well, fuck it. Come on, it's his 21st birthday.
She was right
be in the
there.
picture. So, okay, cool. So she's standing between like me and him and Danny, my nephew. So Danny puts his hand on Sebastian's shoulder.
But, like, smacks my shoulder. So I turned and I was like, God damn, I thought Beetlejuice had a firm hand. Literally, that's what I said.
Right? And she laughs and she said, oh my God, thank you guys. You guys made my night. Right? And he thought she walked the fuck away. She walked over and was like at the
She
end
walked
of
about
the row.
a foot away from
She's
me.
like a foot and a half away from him, right? And he says, you hear that, sons of bitches? I made Beetlejuice's day. And I said, yeah, but she's right behind you right now. He said, oh. It was a good night, though, man.
whatever,
It was good to see you out of your comfort zone. The next time we go, we're going to push you way further than that.
You're not pushing shit.
Because, I let you kind of just get into it this time so you can kind of see what it was and see how it is. And now you're ready to go for broke.
My uncle can't be there, though.
Why? Which one,
'Cause
Danny?
he-
I mean, Ben?
Yeah,
Why?
because he's just gonna push it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his job as an uncle, though. Like, for your 21st birthday, like, you know what I mean?
You
Just
know.
wait.
Go ahead.
Just wait. I'm gonna just wait till his daughter turns 21.
Oh Jesus.
You know, I found it really cool that your mom was there,
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
That time of night.
dude. She doesn't. You know what? You know why? Because what she does is she reads on her Kindle, and she never has the windows open at home, so she sleeps all day. She doesn't go to sleep till like 4 o'clock in the morning usually because she doesn't know what fucking time it is. She's got that eye disease like blind people where they don't know whether it's day or night.
Really?
Not
Yeah.
only that, but she plays slot games on her tablets as well.
She had been dying to go to the casino,
Oh, dude. Because when I met up with you at about 11:30,
right?
and we were outside talking with your brother and sister and them, and then all of a sudden, you know, we were getting ready to go, and they were like, "Okay, look, go get mom." And I was like, "Your mom's rolling?" I thought maybe you're gonna have to go wake her up. It's gonna be a while. No, she came out fully charged. Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "It's like midnight right now."
She had been itching.
Yeah, she was dying to go, and then she started drinking.
Yeah.
My mom had 2 double margaritas
Yeah.
in her by the end of the night.
Really?
She was leaning back on the machine talking. All, hey, mom, you getting sloppy? You better stop.
What's funny is that I could tell by her hair that she was
Oh, that she was getting tossed?
that she was getting there.
Because I was thinking to myself, my mom, I'm like, man, my mom wouldn't be out this late. And then I even thought to myself, I'm not even out this late. And Bingo's mom was out this late? I was
Right.
like, oh my goodness.
We're living
good for
life the
her.
wrong way,
Yeah,
right?
Yes, we are. Yes, I am. Shoot. Yes, I am. But I also met your other siblings. I'll be honest with you.
Don't
I
remember
didn't
their
even,
name?
No.
Oh.
No. I don't even remember that I knew you had siblings, first of all.
Never talked about them.
And I see one of the reasons why
Okay.
when we were in high school.
Right?
Turns out you damn near got your parents have a child in every decade since the 60s.
Yeah.
Now that's quite the spread between on ages.
Well, you met my older sister, right?
That night, yeah.
Yeah, so you know why they waited so long to have me, right?
I didn't say that.
No, but you laughed pretty hard.
But you was shaking your head yes when you was laughing.
But damn, kid.
Yeah.
How old is your oldest one from you?
My oldest sister is 59.
So how many years? That's
10 years. She's 10 years older than I am.
And then after you was
Is my sister
how much younger is she?
9 years younger.
Man,
And my
Pretty
brother is
consistent.
12 years.
younger than you. Mm-hmm. So the last two are a little bit closer in age. They're what,
Correct.
3 years apart?
My brother was an accident. Sorry,
I sure
Ben.
hope he
It-
doesn't listen to this.
It sounds like all of you might have been in an accident.
No, me and Belle were planned. I don't know if my older sister was, but my mom and dad. My dad was 23. My mom was 13 when they got together. She was 14 when she had my sister.
Wow.
So her and my older sister basically grew up together. They raised each other basically. And then when my older sister turned 18, she was pregnant. So my mom got pregnant with my other sister, Isabel.
So your mom and your sister were pregnant at the same time.
Correct. Twice.
Wow. Weird.
Just saying.
That's Father of the Bride too. That movie
Oh yeah.
where the mom and the daughter are pregnant at the same time.
Cheaper, or was it Cheaper by the Dozen? Same thing, right? Same movie.
Same actor.
Oh, okay.
The father, yeah, Steve Martin. But dude, do they have like a close relationship now because they went through that pregnancy together?
Yes. They I think their relationship is more like, it's weird because it's mom, but it's also more like a sister for my sister. My mom's more like a sister to my sister than a mom,
Okay.
I think. Because they grew up together basically, you know what I mean? And me and my younger sister are pretty tight, and my younger sister and my younger brother are really tight.
You then I met a nephew, your older sister's son,
Correct.
and I was told that him and your brother are real close together because they're pretty close in age.
Yeah. They're within like a month or two of each other.
Are they closer to? Do they have a closeness more than you and your brother?
Ooh, that's a tough call.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. And the only reason why is because
Hey, hold on, let me cut you off.
Go ahead.
Let me ask this question: who would he call first?
depends on the situation.
Yeah, if he needs money, he's calling Mingo.
Yeah, maybe. I could call my sister. Mingo ain't got shit. If you're going to lend out money, he might call me.
Right.
I don't know, dude, because here's the thing. I didn't like my brother when we were growing up. When he was really young.
Okay, because he was the age.
Right.
Yeah, he was a pain in the ass.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and he knows that there's no, don't look at your phone like, God, he's an asshole. It's just where we were at the stage in our life. Right. So I moved away, or they moved away up north, and then I moved out of here. So,
Who's they?
my parents.
Okay.
My parents moved up north to Watsonville because my dad became a building inspector up in Watsonville. After doing it at the county Riverside here for a couple of years. And then, where was I?
They moved.
Okay, so they moved up there. I moved to Albuquerque. And then when I moved back to Bakersfield, I was...
You're already married by this time.
No, I didn't get married till I hit Bakersfield.
That's what's funny is because when he said Bakersfield, I was going to say the beginning of the end.
Yeah, right. Because I got there in 90. I got there late in 98, mid of 98. Met his mother and had him
Okay.
in 99.
So we'll go back to Albuquerque later.
Okay. So, and he would come visit in
Bakersfield.
But I don't think part of it was because he wanted to visit. I think he wanted to get to know me or whatever. But part of it was also because his girlfriend that he was dating was going to school in Monterey. So instead of going back home to Watsonville, he would pick her up in Monterey. And instead of spending money on a hotel, he'd just drive down to my house and stay there. I didn't know. So I was like, yeah, cool. Yeah, come on down. But it wasn't until I moved up north in 2008.
Yeah.
I moved up north. And that's when we started to like forge our relationship.
Right.
Really. We sat and we talked about, hey, dude, we don't really know each other. We don't know shit about each other. Like little glances here and there, but we don't really know nuances or anything about each other. Like I couldn't tell you what you like. I couldn't tell you your favorite food or anything like that. You know what I mean? And we spent a lot of time. We put in a lot of work when I lived up north, building our relationship.
Wow.
we took the boys and his family camping. We had never gone camping. My dad, he had broke his back the year I was born. So he couldn't go out and teach us shit like that, like fishing and going camping and doing all that kind of stuff. Nor did we have the money to do it. So when we got together up there, I was like, fuck it, dude, let's go. Let's do it. And so we spent like $2,000, dude, on fucking camping equipment the first year. We fucking went overboard, right? But we camped comfortably. And it was really good. Like, and we went for a week every year for like 4 years in a row we went. And it was just filled with adventures and just a lot of fun with us and things that we'll carry on. But it wasn't until I moved up there that we kind of really got to know each other.
Yeah, my brother and I were 3 or 4 years apart. So when I went into high school, he had just graduated the year before. So we didn't go to school together at all.
Okay.
So yeah, I understand. We're not close because I believe a lot of it has to do with the age and the maturity level. Like when I was that young, I was that little asshole brother,
right?
And it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But I have an uncle who's actually 2 years younger than me, and him and I became close. Real close. So I'm assuming that's kind of like the relationship your brother has with your nephew because they're closer in age versus you and your brother, which is why I asked.
Yeah, I think him and Danny. The only thing is their lifestyles are a little bit different, so they don't. I think that might keep them from really hanging out a lot. But I think the other brother Weddle that wasn't there that night, that you didn't get a chance to meet. I guess we were fairly close before I left, and even now that I've been back, the kids are always been really good to me. Like, they're real respectful. They're gangster as shit, but you know what I mean. Cool kids, dude. Real nice guys. But yeah, dude, they're all it's a really weird dynamic.
I can imagine. I
mean, even like when, you know, everything was going on, my dad passed away or whatever, everybody was always together. We got to go do shit. We had to go handle shit. Everybody was always together, and we all talked about it. Like me and my, you know, brothers and two sisters. We sat down. Okay, so here's this, and this is what we think. This is what we're, you know, proposed to do. This. What do you guys think? And everybody just kind of talked about what we thought, and we came up with everything together. And even when it was other people in the family that passed away, that we would always travel and do everything together.
Yeah, my brother and I are the same way. We when we speak, it's not like we missed a day, in a sense. We're,
right.
You know, but yet we don't speak that often. But yet when we do speak, it's not like,
you don't even skip a beat,
yeah,
right?
It's like just, and then decisions that have to be made that we're involved in. It's always like a 50-50 split. We, you know, we'll do whatever it is to be done. There's no arguing.
Right.
There's always, you know.
That's a godsend, though, dude. I got to tell you, like, being able to have that kind of relationship with your siblings is huge. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that can't sit down and have a conversation with them, or families or siblings that are so entitled that you can't have that kind of conversation with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, we're blessed in that kind of way. So is it you only have a brother?
I've got actually I've got 4 brothers, but I have 1 brother and 3 half brothers.
Okay.
But the 3 half brothers are with 2 other women. So, like, it's my brother and I with my mom, and then my dad had, I would consider him an oops baby.
Right.
Because it was just a woman he was dating for a while. And then my dad remarried, and he's got 2 other sons.
Okay.
So my dad has 5 boys.
Okay.
From 3 different women. We don't really know the son, my brother that's in the middle, the oops baby in a sense.
Right.
Because again, they weren't really together per se, the mom and my dad. So they kind of moved away after he was 4 or 5 years old, something along those lines. And again, my 2 younger brothers, they're in Puerto Rico right now, and my dad and my stepmom are still together, so they're still. He in a sense, he's got his happy family after all, I guess. It's funny because my dad, the last time he was here, him and my mom get along pretty well. It's always the running joke is he wants to get back with my mom.
Oh wow!
So he had my mom trying to help him find the middle son, like on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, because he has no idea where he's at. It's
dang.
like he does not know what the kid's doing. He has no clue.
Wow.
And I mean, you got 2 older people trying to work Facebook. It didn't work out. So it didn't happen, I don't think. I still don't think that he knows anything about him. But I think if he really tried, it'd probably be easy these days with Facebook and all that kind of good stuff to find him.
Yeah, I'm sure it's really easy to get in contact with people that maybe you didn't hadn't in a long time.
Yeah.
People hitting me up all the time from different places that I've been or whatever. And it's weird, dude. You're like, hey, do I know you? Even people from high school, I'm like, damn, I gotta look back, and I go back to their thing and try to find a picture from back in high school because they look nothing like, oh shit, you know what I mean? It's a trip, dude.
Back to your mom real fast. I just remembered something. Did I notice a tattoo on her hand? That little web part between the thumb and
the
the
little cross, the little 3 points.
Your mom's a gangster, kid.
Dude, you don't even know. You don't even know. My mom stabbed her own sister in the back with a fork, son. Seriously. My aunt pissed her off, and my mom turned around and stabbed her in the back with a fork.
At what age was this?
She's a little crazy.
Well, it had to be before she got married to my dad, so
10?
like 12, maybe.
Dang.
She said she pissed me off. I stabbed her with a fork. It stuck in her back.
Damn.
He's like, damn, Mom.
When did she get the tattoo? I mean, if she was a mom at 14.
Probably right around that same time.
Really?
I asked her, I said, why'd you get it, Mom? What does that mean to you? Nothing. And she says it like that because she sounds like she's Mexican, right? So, Mom, what'd you get that for? Nothing? Okay. What is it? What is it? You know what it is. Stop being stupid. And it's just a little cross with the three little puntitas. She said, I just got it because all the other girls had it, so I would have felt like I belonged.
Man.
It's la primera Leo's, Mom. You know what I mean?
But she just, I mean, she's so nice.
Yeah.
And again, her rolling out midnight, tattoo with her walker. Dude, your mom's no joke, kid.
Look, I don't know if I should tell this story on here. I'm going to tell it kind of a vague story.
Do you know the story, first of all?
I don't know yet.
So that was
Probably not.
There was a point in time where my mother and father may have been in a vehicle together while somebody was shooting out of the window.
Yes, I've been told this story.
While they're chasing somebody, and maybe handing the gun to my mom while she reloads so my dad can drive, and handing it back to him. Oh yeah, dude. You don't even know.
You know, it's one of those things that everybody was young once.
Yeah. My mom was crazy, dude. She don't. But you gotta understand that my dad and his brothers. So it was my dad, and five brothers, right? And 5 brothers and 3 sisters, and
Yeah.
every one of them was crazy. I had my uncle Louis. He was in the military, and he had gone to Vietnam. And at one point, he was running front or whatever.
I love when that dude tells the stories.
And they got surrounded. And it was him and one other guy. Everybody else died. It was him and one other guy. And they mowed down, kept the platoon alive or the bodies there until backup came.
Wow.
It was just him and one other. And at one point he said, I ran out of ammunition. It was hand to hand for
No
a couple
shit.
yeah, dude. Yeah. Like scary shit, dude. He's talking about it. And his son, the one that was there, the big guy Ruben that was in the overalls.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah, my dad had told that story for years or whatever." He said, "But it was really weird going into the military and having somebody, your staff sergeant up front, telling that story, and it'd be your dad."
Wow.
And he said, "But they, he's a very interesting character, dude. But like, the family's no joke, dude. Like, it's fucking crazy. So we come from a long line of." Crazy.
Yeah.
The least to be said. But my mom, dude, my aunts were. I have an aunt that she's always worked in the fields and in the packing sheds. And we lived there in Coachella off of Baghdad. And I remember we were there and some lady came, was yelling, and I walked outside, beat the shit out of her right there on the lawn, dude. The lady wanted to fight my aunt. My aunt walked outside. And, okay, let's go. Beat the shit out of her on the lawn, dog. Like, holy shit, dude. I remember one Easter we were at my grandma's house on Baghdad, right? So Baghdad, you come off of Harrison Street, right? And it's a long street. And where my grandma's house was like at the tip of a T. So like if in front of my grandma's house, you can turn left going this way, you could turn right, you know what I mean? Like it was, you understand what I mean by that? So like
tip of a T.
Yeah, like the tip of a T, like
More of a Y.
No. A T. So
you really gonna draw something, kid?
yeah.
On a podcast?
Okay, so well, like,
So it's like this.
yes,
Okay.
it's basically a T. So
Oh,
where it is-
an intersection, a three-way intersection.
there you go. But there wasn't the main street, Baghdad. There was no stop signs. It was only a stop sign on the
Not
intersecting
through
street.
Not on the not through street.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it was a two-way stop. Well, actually, a one-way
One-way
stop, right?
stop.
So this street has a stop sign.
Correct. So, sorry. So my dad had his 56 Ford. His pickup was parked out front of my grandma's house, and it was Easter, and we were in the backyard barbecuing, and all of a sudden you hear this fucking screech, and kablang, kabloo, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" So everybody runs outside, right? Well, some dude had hit my dad's truck in the back, so he nailed the back fender and hit it hard enough to put it up on the sidewalk, right?
Right.
So my dad walked back inside the house, calm as fuck. Hey, give me your keys, I'll be right back. He grabbed my tia's car, took off in her fucking. She had one of them big long ass Thunderbirds. Remember when they were
Yeah,
big?
yeah.
Looked like the LTDs, right?
Yeah.
So he had she had one of those. He took off after the dude, right? 20 minutes later, dude, my dad comes back, opens up the passenger door, grabs the dude out of the car. That dude's face is all fucking bloody and mustered up, right? Sits him down on the grass, and we're like, "Damn, Dad, you fuck him up?" Nah, he fucking swerved off the road, hit a ditch, and slammed his face on the steering wheel. Like, yeah, okay, Dad, right?
Back before cameras were a thing.
Yeah, before anybody carried cameras, nobody had fucking cell phones and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, there was always something crazy going on, dude. Always. I remember my cousin's wedding, shit was going on. I had another cousin that had her quinceañera. Shit was popping off.
Wow.
Because, it was back in the day where you fucking drank until there was no more.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Even the kids, like, hey, if they got some, they got some. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. And, yeah, dude, and my cousins were just as bad. But we're a close family, though.
Seems like it. Everybody was real cool though.
Good, I'm glad.
When
What I told you, I told them you were part of the family. Now you had to come in and take pictures.
I'll be honest with you, kid. It was kind of awkward because you guys were taking family pictures, and they're like, "Tony, come on." I was like, "Nah, it's a family picture." "Nah, Mingo said to come in and take it." I was like, "Nah, dude, I don't feel right." They're like, "Nah, come on." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, dude.
This is wrong of me.
And when they call you in, dude, you gotta go because
Yeah.
them fuckers don't stop until you're in there, dude. Just go with it. Just go with it next time. It's easier. But yeah, my mom was having a good time. She came up a couple $100 too, huh?
I think so, yeah.
Dude, I'm still dumbfounded by it.
Really?
She's a great girl. Yeah, dude. It's like, man, I was tired, but I was surprised. I made it to last call.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last time I made it to last call.
I turned
to
around and
anything.
you were gone. I was like, where the hell did Tony go? I told you, we're
I
gonna walk
remember.
over here to go. We're gonna walk over here to play some games. You're like, all right, cool. We'll come say goodbye before we go. Okay. And I came back and you're like, where'd Tony go? Well, I don't know.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Because they were, and it surprised me that they were closing down the alcohol. And fuck the, oh, shoot.
No,
Excuse
what? You can cuss.
me. Yeah, well,
It's a
yeah.
podcast. It's all right.
Yeah, all right.
You're with the boys. It's okay.
They were cleaning out all the drinks and stuff, and I was like, wow, I stayed here that late? Because I passed last call for alcohol. I passed, because they do that right before 2 o'clock.
Right.
So I didn't get out of there until like 2:30.
Damn.
And for
Like,
those
wow.
of you that listen to the last podcast, I was incorrect. They don't fucking adhere.
They don't
to
accept the
to
rollback.
clock. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, dude.
I
Yeah.
was mad. I thought,
Yeah.
oh, cool, kid gets an extra hour to drink.
Yeah.
If we
I was kind of
relieved.
relieved. Oh, absolutely, I would have. So I'm kind of relieved that they didn't follow through with that. So
Speaking of that daylight savings time, man, we got to quit
bullshit.
that. We got to quit that, kid.
let's just leave it at this, where it's the extra hour. I'm good with it.
Yeah. I don't want to go back
You mean
to.
the summertime hour or the hour that we are now?
We don't have to move the clocks now. I'm okay with
Right,
where it's
because
at.
this right now, I think the wintertime hours we're like with Arizona right
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
because
Yeah.
because in
'Cause
summertime
everybody
is
in
when you
Arizona said,
extend it.
fuck rolling the clocks forward.
Dude, yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, and then everybody's all fucked up for a week because they don't.
Yeah. I mean, I still haven't changed the clock in my truck because I want to see how much earlier I'm getting home from work. You know, it's like a little game I play for about a week or two.
Fucking dude.
Until it starts to fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, until you're late somewhere, right? And you're like, oh shit.
But dude, my old lady set the alarm for that Monday morning, and it didn't go off because we messed up. You know, she messed up setting the time right. She accidentally set it for AM instead of PM. You know, so if our alarm goes off, let's say at 5, she accidentally set the clock for, you know.
I get what she did now. So she pushed a button, and instead of advancing it all the way back to the PM or AM hour when she did it, she only advanced it up till
the next hour, whichever one it was.
She
Yeah,
pushed it 12 hours, not 24.
correct. Yeah.
and I remember. I mean, this hasn't happened to me in a long time. But when I used to work a 9 to 5, how many people would show up to work late that Sunday morning because they forgot it was daylight savings? They had I didn't realize it. And dude, it's bull. I was gonna say shit, but we need to get rid of it.
Now
I was gonna
now you censoring yourself makes no sense. That's bull, man. I was gonna say shit. Fuck.
Right? Yeah, it's fucking, it's an antiquated thing. It doesn't need to be around anymore. Like, you really think that by putting an hour down at the bottom is going to give you more on it? It makes no fucking sense.
And it really don't make any sense for us out here in the desert because in the summertime we get an extra hour at night.
Yeah.
That just means an extra hour in the heat.
Yeah, we don't need an extra hour of
It's like, come on.
sun. Please go away.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because if it's 7 p.m. now, we
you
move it
spring
forward.
forward.
Yeah, so we're getting an extra hour. So we're getting an extra hour of daylight. So if the sun goes down at 7 p.m. in the summertime, if we were on today's schedule, it would actually be going down at 8 p.m. in the summertime because we're moving the clock forward.
Got it.
Why do we need an extra hour in the heat? To me, I'd rather
For the plants to grow.
For those crops.
Man,
Yeah, dude. Pour those grapes.
I can't do it.
Las uvas.
I don't understand why we still have it.
I don't really understand why it was done to begin with.
You can thank Benjamin Franklin for that.
What year was it done? Come on, it was
I
on
don't know.
National Treasure. Come on.
How long's it been since I've seen that fucking movie?
I don't know. It's always on. I thought maybe you'd catch that clip.
Really? Was it on National Treasure?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was when they were changing clothes, and it was the weird
$100
kid that
bill
knew
with the
answer.
water bottle.
I don't
Yeah.
even remember the movie all that well, to be honest with you. I'm just saying, I might watch it just
Just
Right?
to see. I got you.
But why was it invented to begin with?
I don't know.
To save daylight? I'm just being a smartass. I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming it
It was to have an extra hour in the workday. This is back when like the Industrial Revolution was happening. Child labor was okay. They're like, fuck, let's work them kids another hour. Roll the clock forward.
they should bring that shit back.
Child labor?
Yeah, I'm staying home. Let
Yeah, some
them
kids,
work.
all kids aren't
Kids
meant for
hate
college.
parents enough anyways. Just leave it alone.
I saw something interesting today on Facebook that said something about the way we grew up, that we weren't able to communicate and see the things that the generation sees now because we were too busy growing up in fucking survival mode, surviving our parents and the shit that they let us do, as opposed to now, and that they're able to see and learn shit differently than we did. I just say they're a bunch of pussies and don't want to learn shit the hard way.
I mean, yeah, we learned things firsthand.
Yeah. Did you ever wear a helmet when you were riding a bike as a kid? Or you rode a skateboard all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You never wore a helmet, right?
No.
Elbow pads? Knee
Nope.
pads?
Nope. Besides the fact we couldn't even afford those things.
Right?
Lucky we got the skateboard.
Well, sometimes you just find them laying around. You know what I mean? Shit happens.
In somebody else's yard.
Yeah. It was in my neighbor's house. Like, I don't know what it was
Right.
doing
Well, yeah,
there.
dude, remember we used to be able to ride in the back of a truck
Yeah?
flying down Ramon Road?
We used to do it down the freeway.
Yeah.
Hey, lay down in the back because that way you don't get all the dust because it's windy outside. shit, because for a long time we only had that 56 Ford pickup. So I remember it would be my dad driving, my mom, I would sit on the floorboard between my mom's feet, and it would be my sister and then the baby between my mom and my sister. So I'm like, holy shit, like there was 5 of us in this truck that had just a bench seat. No fucking seat belts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck, we survived. What's the problem? It's the big deal.
I remember a cousin of mine had a 260Z, like a Nissan Z.
Right.
It was a 2-seater with the hatchback.
Right?
Dude, 4 of us be in the back of the hatchback with the hatchback open, going to Shakey's. Because there was 6 of us in that car.
Wow.
Could you imagine something like that now going down the street?
Hell no.
Hatch open, 4 kids in the back.
Everybody pulled out,
yeah.
sitting on a curb, getting ready to be shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Just fucking, it's a weird world, dude. I mean, everything from the way people are being brought up to this election, like, fuck, dude. Like, it's so close, right? Like, right now, Georgia, he's like 2.2% away from beating Trump in that state.
The last I saw it was like 33,300 votes.
Like it's just so crazy.
Yeah.
And then like he's calling it a scandal and he's calling it fraud and all this bullshit. Dude, that's just the way the system works. Like you get to mail your shit in. Like they get to be counted. Like,
Well, and that's the funny part is that he told all of his supporters, don't use the mail-in votes. It's
Right.
a scam. It's a fraud. So that's why he was leading in a bunch of states that Biden has now taken over. Wisconsin, Michigan.
right.
I think even Nevada was
Nevada
led red at some point.
Yeah.
Well, what happened
And
was,
Arizona.
and you know what's funny is about a week ago, what's the old man with the Bernie Sanders was on with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, yeah.
And he
called
talked
it
about
word for
that
word.
this is exactly what he was going to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're all saying that now.
That's fucking crazy.
But the thing is, it's like that with everything he does. He's smart enough to say, I'm going to use this down the road. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to plant the seed.
Right.
And then when it comes time to cash in, I'm going to be able to say, I said it a long time ago.
But is it him or is it the people he surrounds himself with that are smart enough for him, that are smart enough to know the loopholes for him to be shady, and he's manipulative enough to get them to do it?
He is Jewish.
Trump?
No.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about Sanders still.
oh no.
Oops.
It's like, wait, what? No, like I think that Trump is smart enough to get the right people around him. That's when he succeeds. That's why. It's not because anything he does. It's because of the people that he has around him. So is it that he has the people with the knowledge to know this bullshit and manipulative enough to get them to
Because how else would he pay $750 in taxes?
right?
Yeah, I mean, when you say he gets the good people around him, he just gets yes men around him. So it just so happens that each one of these yes men has a certain skill set that he would need when that skill set is needed.
Right.
Giuliani and Kushner and he's got all these lawyers planted in all these different states now, giving off their little speaking points.
Well, where was it that was it Pennsylvania that they told him that no, we're not going to stop the counting, or was that in Georgia?
Was Nevada.
Was it Nevada? It was one other state that did it too. They told him to kick rocks. And we're going to keep
Was
counting.
it Wisconsin or Michigan? I think it was Wisconsin, right?
Oh, they'd already given him those states, so it really didn't matter. But I mean, it's all part of the process, and he's just trying to dilute it all. It's so fucking crazy to me, and it's crazy to me that again, the people that support him and the people that follow him are so blindly following him
Blindly, kid.
and can't see like, hey,
Like
dude,
that scene in Django. I think we can all agree the hoods were a good idea.
yeah,
Which is also scarily accurate.
yeah. I mean, it's just, fuck, dude, it's amazing.
It's also amazing how in most states, the supporters are chanting "Stop the count,"
Yeah.
but in one state, I don't know if it's Nevada or Arizona, they're saying "Continue the count" because he's actually picking up votes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's just I don't get it.
Yeah, it's so gimme, no, gimme, no, you know what I mean?
And for everybody harping on Nevada for being slow on the count, they're 50th in education. Give them a break.
When do you think we'll get an answer by?
They said we were supposed to get one by noon today.
Well, I think Nevada was supposed to give
Yeah.
their answer today.
And
Which,
then-
if he wins Nevada, it's over. He's
Well,
at 270.
well, here's the thing, which I was kind of confused about myself. Some polls are including Arizona for Biden. And if that's the case, Nevada is all they need.
yeah.
right.
Some polls are not including Arizona yet. And
Which-
so he would need Arizona and Nevada or some of the other states.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe what we need to do, because that's true. I remember seeing that, and I can't remember. Like, wait a minute, I thought it was like 264.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's with Arizona. And it's 253 on the other ones without Arizona because Arizona's 11.
Okay, so I'm sitting there and I'm looking at them and I'm like, why the fuck are they different?
Yeah.
Like, what we need to do
It's
is
like credit scores all over again.
yeah, like one's using the fucking FICO score, the other one's using the Advantage. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. So they need to come up with a system that says, okay, this is what we're going to call it. They need to have, like one group that calls it, and that's it. And everybody follows whatever that model is.
See, but there's always a bias, and it's always more likely than not always going to be between Democrats and Republicans. And like look at the last 4 years. Both the Senate and the House have been heavily Republican.
So how do you change that, though? Because that definitely needs to change, because here you are watching millions of Americans watching different networks and getting different answers.
That's how it's been the entire time. That's the fight between watching Fox News and CNN.
fucking fake news.
Yeah, I guess more or less, because Fox News tells it one way and CNN tells it the other way.
And the funny thing about all that is that Fox News is the one that gave Arizona to Biden.
Yeah.
And Trump's
they're
all
far
pissed
right,
off
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I bet. And it's like,
And they're the only ones that gave Arizona. Everybody else, they haven't given Arizona to
Biden yet?
Yeah, that's where the difference is.
see, and that's bullshit, dude. Like, look, he's got it. If he's got it, he's got it. You know what I mean? But then you look at something like Georgia right now, where it's a 1% different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 0.1%
Even
different.
then, yeah.
But isn't it crazy? I mean, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I didn't think it was going to be this close.
No, I thought it was going to be a landslide for Biden.
Even I mean, I wasn't even paying attention to the polls. I was just like, man, there's no way they could
Yeah.
vote this guy back in those kind of numbers. And those kind of numbers came up.
Yeah.
The fact that it's this close is, to be honest,
Scary.
disappointing.
Well, but it's very much kind of like the stuff that we talked about, where it's, the people that follow him they're just fucking,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
there,
Balls
and
to
they're
the
gonna
wall.
fucking follow him until they can't no more. You know what I mean? Like, it's just head in the sand and let's go wherever he tells us to go. We're gonna go bury our head there and live our life.
Yeah.
And that is fucking scary in and of itself too. Like, you got these people where he's saying the most outlandish shit and doing outlandish shit, and people are still right behind him and don't care. You know what I mean? And then you have people that listen and are looking at it differently and understand what his toxic humanity is doing and his rhetoric is doing to the country, and they want it to stop. And but sometimes I think those people can't get it together enough to make it happen either. You know what I mean?
On what was it, Monday, I could not believe I drove through Ranch Mirage, and there are people on the street corners with flags, Trump flags, not billboards, but poster boards.
Yeah, signs.
I could not believe it in our own backyard.
Yeah, out here.
Apparently, they did a big old parade from North Palm Springs all the way down through Coachella for him.
Really?
Wow.
Coachella, there was a bunch of Mexicans out on the sidewalk with signs that, pro-Trump. I was, what? Am I in the fucking El Twilight Zone? Like, what the fuck is going on? You guys got this shit all wrong, Pepe. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't get it. I was speaking to someone, and they had told me they were for Trump because this person is really into church. And
that makes sense.
That they're really for Trump because Trump's bringing the actual word God back into the schools. And I'm like, you being serious right now? He said, yeah, because they were taking God out of the schools. And I said, well,
been out of the schools for a long time.
And I was like, don't you think it's because there are more than one religion now in these schools? And he was telling me how the country was founded on God, and we shouldn't be taking God out of the schools. And I was like, come on, man. I said, but him? He's like, I understand he's not a saint, but that's where I stand.
And what's funny is that most Christians would be the first ones to point out all the shit you do wrong and want to sit down and tell you about it, right? Yeah. Oh, but because it's Trump, it is. Oh no,
he hasn't done all bad,
right? We understand he is who he is.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He's not for everybody.
Boys will be boys. Like that's that whole argument too.
Yeah, Dad. Fuck, dude. I don't know. Like, it's just really weird to see people be so blind and to follow him.
Dog, that's a cult.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah. He's the next fucking...
He does have a cult following, so...
Yeah, he's the next fucking Charles Manson, bro. He's gonna fucking kill America.
That was it NXIVM? They just did all the documentaries on?
Right.
Where he was branding the women.
Oh, yeah.
It's on, like, HBO and Showtime. They got two different documentaries on this guy.
What's it called?
I believe the name of the cult was NXIVM.
NXIVM.
He was, again, a cult, and then he was having sex with all the women. I believe the men couldn't have sex with them. They were just all for him. They were all brainwashed. Apparently, a famous actress from the 70s, her daughter was involved in it, and she spent a lot of years trying to get her daughter out of it. Finally got her out of it, and her daughter snapped out of it and saw how wrong it was. And that's kind of, I believe, how the documentary got started is because of this.
Because of that girl.
That famous actress's daughter.
It's like seeing all those people come out of like being Scientologists, and they just seem so clueless. They just seem like they're not all up here.
Yeah, it's crazy how giving those people are. Like they just Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
What, you want us to go to Guyana with you and drink Kool-Aid? Okay. What, lay down and put a purple pillow under my head?
Go to the mothership in the ocean or whatever it's called, the headquarters?
What was the head? Which one was that one? I remember that.
They were in San Diego. They were in purple robes, and they had...
Yeah, they were waiting for the mothership to come and get them.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
I don't remember what that was, but what the name of them was or anything like that, but fucking... It's amazing, dude. Amazing.
What about the one in Waco, Texas?
Oh, yeah.
David Suresh?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's all weird, dude. Like, but like a lot of religions could be like that, though, because they fall into whatever your weakness is and what you want, and like Mormonism is really I'm not calling it a cult, but it could be. It could be considered a cult. A lot of people call it a cult.
I have words about the Mormonism.
And because Mormonism and what they do is they create this foundation, and what they talk to you about is family and family life, and how all that, it's all centered on that. But some of the biggest freaks I've ever met were Mormon.
And the whole point is because they can do the multiple dates thing.
Right.
Which is why I have a problem with them in the first place.
Multiple dates?
Yeah, they can have like multiple courtships.
So they could date as many people as they want at the same time.
So what's wrong with that?
I was the problem is that I was unaware. She didn't show me that page in the Book of Mormon.
So you were
a little personal.
Yes. A little personal?
I loved her.
I could say her fucking name right now and not give a shit, but I'm not going to because I'm a good person. So
are they the ones that like the boys would dress up like in a dress shirt, tie, and come knocking at your door?
Yes.
Yes.
As they cut your lawn, do something for you?
Yes.
I remember them.
They have to do at 18. They go for missions.
2-year mission.
Yeah,
2 years.
Okay.
They tried getting me to go. I wasn't that far into it, but they were like, "Would you go?" I was like, "Nope."
Really?
Yeah. I made the mistake of walking into that building.
Wow. And if you're not Mormon, you can't go into their church. They won't let you in.
Really?
Oh, they broke that rule. I walked in.
Did they? And you definitely can't go to like the big churches, like the one in Utah, the one in Oakland. Oakland has a big one up along the mountain.
Wow.
It's crazy, dude. And they wear special
Magic underwear. Yeah.
They have their own underwear that you have to buy. They look like the fucking underwear that you see on films from the 30s that are black and white striped, but they're just all white. They're like almost like
a onesie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
why do they have to wear that?
Because they're cleansed by the Lord. And that's what you're supposed to wear as man and wife.
Huh.
Calling everybody elder is kind of cool, though.
Elders?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sir and ma'am.
It's about the only thing that I like about it.
Yeah?
I'd like to be called elder. I'm just kidding. Don't
I
do
mean,
it.
they're not too far off from Jehovah's Witness then.
No.
I don't know much about Jehovah's Witness.
I used to have a buddy. I mean, he's still a buddy, but I just don't really talk to him anymore. They don't celebrate. They don't acknowledge birthdays.
Really?
They don't celebrate it or
I'd be
anything.
mad.
And that's because he told me something along the lines of because you're putting yourself first on that day because it's your birthday. So in a sense, they see it as you're putting yourself before God.
Jesus.
And you should never do that. So your birthday, yes, it's your birthday. He says on their birthdays, they will, because he's married, him and his wife will say, "Oh, you're a year older today."
That is the most depressing shit that
I don't know if
heard.
they actually say happy birthday, but it's like they don't celebrate it. And I remember when I first had my kids, it was one of my kids' birthdays, and we were having a party for whichever one it was, and I invited him. And he was like, "Oh, I can't go." I said, "What do you mean you can't go?" He says, "It's against my religion." And I was like, "Come on."
Imagine being that far into it that you're like, I can go.
And he didn't go, and I was hurt because we were real close at that point in time.
Right.
And he was like, "I'm sorry, I told you I wasn't going to go." It took me a long time to get over it. And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I get it."
Wow.
It's like the fucking poster at your birthday saying, "It is your birthday," period.
He told me that they go to church like 3 times a week, and then they knock on doors on the weekends. And I was like, "Dude, why do you go to church so much?" And he broke it down to me that like that keeps the impure thoughts, actions away from you because you're constantly going to church.
Right. Well,
So
you're a product of your environment.
Yeah.
So like you hadn't cussed in a long time. You've been hanging out with us. You come into the little room. You cussed like 3 times tonight, right? Not that I'm keeping count. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you scared yourself when you said fuck.
Did I say that? I don't think I said that.
No, he scared himself when he said
Bull.
"oh shit"
Oh,
or
yeah,
"oh
too.
bull." Oh, I almost said shit.
Yeah. You said fuck though.
So you know it's true. Christianity is the same way. You know, they tell you, you know, birds of a feather flock together. If fellowship is what you need to do and come together and hang out with people. Like I when I was in, he was born, Milo was born, mid 90s, probably mid 2000s, early 2000s. We had tried going to church. I didn't want to go. I'm like, I don't like organized religion. I don't want to go. First of all, because we're gonna go and you're gonna say, yeah, hey, this is Mingo. They're gonna say, oh, the guy from the radio, and it's gonna be about all of that. It's not gonna be anything about religion. They're gonna fucking ask me for CDs or tickets, and I don't want to go do that. Just the last thing I wanted to do, right? So no, just go. It's supposed to be a really good church. Blah blah blah. All right, let's go. So sure enough, dude, we go out. Met a couple of people. Hey, well, let's go to lunch after. Well, okay. So we go have lunch or whatever afterwards, and we're hanging out. And oh, so what do you do? And I said, oh, I work at a radio station. Blah blah blah. I knew that was you. Fuck. Okay, here we go. And he said, hey, do you have any CDs or do you have? Are you guys? Yeah, when you guys are giving away tickets to Disneyland, let us know. Like, why?
Yeah.
Oh, so we can get some tickets. Give them away to winners, dude. It's not like I carry some in my trunk, dude. You gotta be caller 104, dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? And it was just, man, that always just bugged me. And even more so from people that, you know, were Christians. And I get it. It's a different kind of job. Like, but like I said, I always said, hey, well, where do you work? You know what I mean? Oh, I work at fucking Albertsons. Hey, cool. Do you got any tortillas? We're running low. You know what I mean? People, you don't carry shit.
Eggs.
You don't carry shit in your car from your work. You know what I mean? I did because that's part of what we do. But
right.
I was afraid to go to Walmart today with the shirt that I was wearing from work.
Why?
Because I've heard horror stories of people being asked of like, well, why don't you have this anymore? Like in public.
Really?
Yeah. Or why don't you do this anymore? When are you bringing this back? It's like, I'm out of my work mentality. I walked out of the building like 10 minutes ago.
Not only that, I
You
only
can
work
fuck
there.
off.
I only work there. I don't make
Yeah.
the rules.
Yeah, right. Oh shit, I'm part time. You'll have to catch me tomorrow.
Right?
I'll be there between noon and 4.
I'm out of the office.
Well, back to my Jehovah's Witness buddy. He actually told me a couple of times they walked out of movie theaters. They wouldn't see a rated R movie.
They wouldn't.
Nope. They wouldn't go to like a PG, 17? Or NR 17, something like that.
Right.
NC 17, that's what it is. PG movies they would go to. And if it was a hint of something that was improper,
ungodly.
get up and walk out. I was like, after you already paid?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's instantly what I thought. I was like, how much money have they wasted on movies?
I wonder.
Why would you even go at that point and risk it?
I wonder if they watched all of The Lion King. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Why? What's wrong with The Lion King?
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
You love telling that story. And
I
you
do.
know
I
it.
love it. It's one of my favorite things. I saw this thing the other day, and I wonder what your friend would say about this. So, there was a story about these 2 guys. Well, is it really 2 guys or is it 1 guy? I don't even know how to tell the fucking story. So they're conjoined twins, right? And it was 2 guys, and one of them was straight and the other one wasn't. The one that wasn't straight was dating somebody. So I thought, okay, well, as a dude, right? If you found, and you might not be able to answer this because you're married, right? But as a dude, you see a chick with 2 heads.
I'm already afraid. Like seeing,
and I'm trying to fucking tiptoe through this.
Seeing something like that would legitimately scare me in real life.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it's like, you shouldn't be here.
Like, you'd have to be
That
really...
sounds so wrong of me to say, but like, I feel like that's wrong.
Like, you'd have to be really comfortable with yourself.
And your other half.
No, as a person to approach them. It's hard enough approaching one girl from across the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here's this girl. It's surprisingly hot, right? Both of them. They look like twins. They're beautiful. So you walk across the way and you talk to her, right? And one of the chicks is like really into you. But the other one's kind of like, he's an asshole, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Kind of like a best friend would do. Oh, get away. Let's go get a drink. You know what I mean? But the girl's into you, right? One of the chicks is into you. So you start dating her. You guys are out. You have to pay for both their dinners now when you go out because, well, she's there. Not like you're not going to fucking feed her.
Nah, make that bitch wear headphones.
They share.
Watch Netflix.
They
You're not a part of the experience. You don't like me, I don't like you.
Holy shit.
they give her some headphones.
Can't believe you fucking said that.
What?
But here's the thing.
That's my opinion.
No.
Let's say, right? I like this girl enough. She's pretty enough. I'm fucking scared of you. Let's start there. But I like you. You're kind of cool. Let's go out. I know you have to bring your other half with you. She can watch something on her phone while we're conversing.
Get her those,
I'm not paying
get
for
her
her
those
food.
headphones
She can-
that they can't hear anything,
Noise
like when they're
cancellation,
shooting.
So, okay,
I wonder if she would understand the conversation through the vibration of the other vocal cords, though.
Well, then here's the question, though, because...
Am I really a dick for saying
VR goggles, kids. She needs VR goggles.
So...
Oh, no, she don't. You don't want her doing something else. Yeah.
And fucking
Yeah.
fighting and shit. She's gonna look like, oh, no, I'd be all bad right there. So, okay, so you've gotten past the bullshit. You've taken her out. You guys are at dinner. Things are going really good. You start drinking, having a good time. She goes back and wants to get romantic. First of all, the sister's on the wrong side that you like. Because, like, we all have a side, right? Right? Like, some guys like to kiss a girl from the left, some from the right. Like, it all depends, right? So the girl's on the wrong side, first of all, right?
Could you imagine going in for a kiss and then headbutting the other one?
Can you fucking move?
Yeah, right?
All right, so you're getting all hot and heavy with her. Now, obviously, they share everything from, like, the shoulders down, right? So there could just be 2 arms. There may be 4 because it all depends on where they're conjoined, right?
Okay.
So, but for intents and purposes, let's say that.
I just imagined something from Resident Evil, and I'm even more scared now.
So let's say that they're joined, like, at the shoulders, right?
Okay.
So there's only 2 arms. There's either 3 or 4 boobs. I don't know. I've never been with somebody that's conjoined, so I don't know where that's at, right? But let's say everything happens, everything's going down. You guys go through with the lovemaking process. Can the other girl, when you're done, call and claim rape? Because she may not have, like, if she was arguing with her sister the whole time.
Man.
Like, it's a fucked up thing to talk about, but
Give that bitch a muzzle.
wow, Sebastian.
What?
I'm just picturing just getting it.
I like how I'm saying what's on my mind, and Tony's like, tiptoe.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how do you have the, how do you
At least you don't have to wrap 2
Conversate.
heads around it.
conversate with just one of them when the other head is just sitting there staring at you too.
Yeah, and cock blocking all night, right?
And you know what's messed up is, like, online when I scroll through, let's say, Yahoo or Google. Recently, I saw a picture of the conjoined twins, the white girls.
Okay.
I don't know why the story was there. I don't know if maybe they passed away because they were already older. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. How do you even approach?
But a lot of times, like when you're twins or you're conjoined twins, right? Like, one will get hurt and the other one feels it.
Well,
They're in
when
the
they
same body.
aren't they both feeling everything?
No.
I mean, it's not like the head on the right controls the right arm and the head on the left controls the left arm, is it?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
And how do they walk?
With their legs.
It's well,
I was right there for that one. Whew. All right.
well, I mean, I guess it all depends. Like, if are they, like,
Here's how they do it: left head, right head. This one says left. This one says right, and then that's how they do.
they
it.
march?
So
Left,
that's
right,
the thing.
left,
Just
right,
the,
left, right.
the head on the side of the head, are they in control of those
Faculties?
limbs?
Well, see, because how it works is that your brain, the way your brain works, is the right side controls the left side of your body, and the left side of the brain controls the right side. So, if there's two brains, but only 4 limbs, how does that work?
Dancing must be really fucking hard.
They probably just avoid that in general.
Man.
Could you imagine them both getting dizzy?
But like if you touch one romantically on the shoulder, for example, are they both feeling the sensation?
That's what I'm saying. Because because it's not like they share a brain. They each have their own. So they have the left and the right. They have the left and the right.
Oh man.
But let's just say for shits and giggles, the one on the girl that you're having intimate relations with, but she doesn't feel what's going on.
You're not having an intimate relationship with just the one. You might have an intimate conversation with the left head, but but as
That's
far
a great way to put it.
but again, once you anything from the neck down, it's the both of them. It's got to be.
So you'd have to have permission from both.
Oh, yeah. I think that's.
I think
something-
for anything,
they'd
yeah.
have to have that discussion beforehand, I guess.
Well, so would that would be on them?
Yeah, because I would think after X amount of years being together like that, they know their routine on what they eat.
Look, bitch, you're going to have to take one for me tonight. 'Cause
Dude, what if the head that you're not trying to fuck
The
is
right
giving
one?
directions?
right? No. A little to the left. Look. This is such a fucked up conversation.
I don't give a
Man.
fuck. This is funny.
It's really uncomfortable.
Some of my most pure comic moments have come from this conversation.
Yeah, that was pretty goddamn funny tonight, Sebastian. I got to tell you. Yeah, there's got to be
I just hope this ain't gonna stick in my head now.
like there's nobody we can call to find
We
out.
can call Ghostbusters.
But there's only one.
Oof. Too soon.
heads.
Too soon? Too soon? No, my bad. I
Is
don't
it
know.
like a Hydra? Cut off one head, 2 more tickets, please.
Shit.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's kind of sick in the head.
Which one?
So, like, okay, so wait a minute. You said that you hope this doesn't stick in your head. Like, shit like this, like conversations like this, you carry on outside of here?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah?
So yeah, I think
Well,
about.
this is such a fucked up conversation. How is it not?
Is this a conversation like when you leave? Don't have it with your wife, but is there somebody else like,
Jesus, please no.
yeah, some other dude that you would be like, hey, dude, the other day we were doing this fucking podcast, and
No, I think it's more of I'll just be like in my head. I'm thinking, how do I speak to a conjoined twin? Like if I was trying to pick them up.
right,
If I found them or one of them that attractive, and I wanted to get to know, how do you even do something
Lefty.
like that?
well, you got to come with pockets though, because now you're buying for 2.
No, they share the same stomach, kid.
Yeah, but they got 2 mouths.
There you go. That's what you do. You get one meal, you split it in
Yep.
half.
Because it's the same stomach, they're gonna get full. They can't have 2 meals.
There you go. She doesn't have to bring headphones anymore. You can split the meal with your other half.
So what are you guys ordering? They'll be having a salad.
Yeah, right. Are you getting the 2 for 1?
I seem to remember watching like video of conjoined twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're white girls, and I kind of remember them like when
Yeah.
they walk, like
was weird.
it was like kind of like I
Because they
hate
had
to-
4 legs, though, right? They didn't have 2.
No, they had 2 legs.
Yeah?
No, did they have 4 legs? No, I think it's 2
I don't know. I'm
legs.
picturing fucking Squidward walking.
I'm picturing like a Y. It's like they're like a Y.
Right?
And so, if I remember right, when they walked, they were kind of like top heavy. It's almost like a waddle.
Yeah, because there's an extra brain up there.
Yeah, that extra head, dude. And one of them usually has a bigger head than the other. I don't know if that's true, but
No, I think it's more of.
Why would you fuck?
I think it's more of. It's not
Centered?
perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one might be a little higher than the other. One's like more at an angle.
One's got more neck.
You got
Yeah, exactly.
You got
Yeah,
mom's
yeah.
height.
And he looks up like he's talking to the other half.
You need to trim your nose hair before we go out. Fuck. All right, Tony, let me ask you this. Obviously, this question would be prior to getting married. But would you ever date a blind girl?
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah,
Yeah?
I probably would.
Sebastian?
I don't know. I don't think I could see myself. Oh,
Because you can let yourself go. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
you could take her to
Yeah,
Paris.
she'll never know, right?
Yeah, come on.
Take her to Paris, fake a plane flight. Just fucking sit a croissant in front of a fan.
I mean, I pretty much let myself go now. So, I mean, and, I just could have done it a lot sooner.
Fuck.
You couldn't?
No, I couldn't. Yeah, absolutely.
With the stick and all? Or a dog?
Not a dog with a stick. But I think the stick would be better.
No pegging.
Fuck. Holy shit.
I am on one this evening.
You are.
boys.
Holy shit, I'm scared of you right now.
That's fine.
I guess the dog wouldn't be bad, but the only problem is, all right, so here's a question that we had a long time ago, and since we brought up blind chicks, if they're walking their dog and the dog shits, how do they know where to pick it up?
I saw someone do this.
You did?
Yes.
A blind person?
There's a video, yeah. Someone took a video of
You're way
them
too
picking up their
excited
dog. Yeah, because it just click. It's like Jimmy Neutron. Fucking blast. Got a blast.
They're on firing.
Yep, there you go. So she's walking her dog. She's fucking cross-eyed this way. That's she is. That's
Fucking cockeyed
That's
there.
how I remember the video. So she's walking her dog and she goes, I get questions about how I pick up my dog's poop when he goes. So she has this special command where she pats the dog and the dog poops and she kind of sits there and waits for him and then she, pats around and finds it, but she's got the bag, of course, and picks it up and easy peasy.
Oh, so yeah, it's like confined. It's right. We're not moving until it happens, and
Yeah.
and it's like a 2-3 foot radius,
So basically, the dog has learned to shit on command.
Yes.
and she just gotta look for it in a sense. It's like finding your keys in the dark.
Fuck that.
Like finding
These
anything
aren't
in the
fucking
dark.
warm and squishy. I'm good, dude. Holy shit.
Literally.
And again, did you hear the podcast when we talked about blind people wiping their ass? Like, how do they know when they're done?
Yeah. That was actually a good question.
Did you ever put your nails on to wipe your
No.
ass? No.
Did you?
No.
Seabass.
Nope.
Tell me all about it.
Didn't do shit. Literally.
So I did it when I came home drunk, but
Oh,
I
God.
put them on my toes. No, I'm just kidding.
My
Jesus.
daughter and my wife pulled my man card.
Told you that you couldn't do it.
Not well. Yeah, they'd look at me differently, so I kind of took a hard pass on it.
All
You
right.
still interested in doing it?
No,
Okay.
I don't want to lose my man
He
card.
wasn't interested in it to begin with.
Yeah, I was just waiting to see if I can get you guys to do it. To tell you the truth.
Kind of figured that.
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts, Sebastian?
No.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Say it.
No.
What were you going to say?
Nope. That was going to be way worse than anything I've ever said, and I'm going to just leave it where it's at.
All right, we're going to leave that one alone. Tony?
Next time we speak, we'll know who our president will be. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully by tomorrow morning it'll all be said and done, and we'll be riding Biden for the next 4 years, and try to get this fucking boat back in the water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, guys. Love you. See you guys in a couple days. Peace.